We're back with another episode of Ask the Edmonds Cop. I'm Teresa Whipple with Sergeant Shane Hawley, and distracted driving, we're going to revisit it.
Okay.
Because a while ago we did a segment, and I remember we were talking about cell phones in particular, and the fact that the law as it stood was you could, if you held it to your ear, you could
That was a no-no.
That was a no-no, but you could
If you
hold
held
it
it
like
there,
this,
it was fine,
and like on your
and-
speaker,
yep.
that was okay. And I was confused about what the difference was, and
Yeah.
well, guess what? The state legislature did take that up, and they changed the law, and you're here to tell us more.
They did. So this one, I had to do some research because it's brand new.
Right.
It's not even incorporated into the RCW yet. I
Yep.
had to actually find the House bill and
Okay.
research it. And so I've got all sorts of stuff. Takes effect June 23rd. And that was a little bit of...
June or July?
July 23rd.
Okay, good.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Which was a bit of a surprise because lawmakers thought it was going to be 2018 or 2019.
Yep.
But the governor signed it into effect like right away.
yeah.
And that was a surprise for people.
Okay.
We've talked before about RCW 46, 61, 687, or 667 and 668, and that was all the cell phone stuff.
Right.
So we covered that before. Well, those essentially get wiped away, and they are replaced by this new law.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know what number they're going to assign it. I'm assuming one of those, which is repealed, but we'll see what happens. We covered up to the year was no good, but you could hold it.
Yeah.
Well, that's gone away now.
Can't hold
so
it.
you can't hold it at all. So texting while driving, holding it while driving is illegal. So it says any handheld device, including composing or reading a message, and you can't take pictures or send pictures. You can't manipulate the phone is what
Got
it
it.
really comes down to. You can't even use it if you're stopped at a light.
Okay.
So if you're in the lane of travel, if you're moving, the vehicle's in operation in any way, you're not supposed to use it.
So you're going to have to pull over, period. You cannot
Correct.
be in traffic.
And it addresses that. So it says you can still use a mounted phone. So if you have a carrier and you have it up on the dash, that's fine. And the law permits, and this is, I put it in quotes because this is the language they use, minimal use of a finger to activate or open an application or the device.
So if it's on your dash, you
Yep.
could go up there and do
So if
it.
you need to change routes or minimal use of a finger.
However that's defined.
That's
up to you guys to
That's
figure out, right?
That's how that is. And built-in car devices are fine.
Okay.
You know, cars are smart these days,
Yeah.
right? Every car, has some sort of built-in navigation and so forth. Or, if you have to manipulate that, that's exempt under the law.
Okay.
It is considered a primary offense,
Right.
which means if we see it, we can take enforcement action. We can stop the driver immediately just for that behavior alone.
Okay.
Okay, we don't need another reason. It's also reported on your record. So it could affect your insurance because it'll show up on your driving record.
And that's different than before?
I don't know
Okay.
that component, but in all of the stuff I read, there was a lot of debate in
Right.
the legislature whether to make it a reportable offense or
Got
not
it.
because of that insurance
Yeah.
issue, and making it reportable won out.
Okay.
Okay. The law also includes one other interesting component, and it introduces a secondary offense of distracted driving. And by that, it's not something we could stop for, but if we were to discover it after making a traffic stop for some other reason and we find it, then we could enforce it. And that is, it says it's an infraction to drive dangerously distracted. And then it goes on to define it and says it is a person who engages in any activity not related to the actual operation of a motor vehicle in a manner that interferes with safe operation of such motor vehicle.
Okay.
So if it has nothing to do with driving the car, putting on makeup, a lot of the stuff I read talked about eating.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
not, but that's all a secondary offense, but that's also included in the new law.
And you were using the example if you saw somebody maybe weaving in a lane and you pulled them over and you noticed they had a sandwich in their lap.
Yeah, and
But-
they oh, sorry,
Yeah.
I just, I was trying to eat, and
Got it.
got that would be considered a secondary offense and fall under this law.
Okay, good. Well, a lot more to keep track of, but at least now there's no confusion about whether you hold the phone
Yeah.
up here or hold the phone here. 'Cause
can't
just
hold the phone
can't
at
hold
all.
the phone at all. So
Correct.
there you go. All right,
Yep.
and July 23rd is
July
when we need to be
23rd is
aware
when
of
it
that.
takes effect.
Okay, good. Thank
Correct.
you.
Yeah, you're
Great
welcome.
information. We will return again with another episode of Ask the Edmonds Cop.